Let's rate and try on some TikTok viral lip products. Lip products, specifically lip balms, are having such a moment on social media right now, so I thought it'd be fun to talk about and compare all of these. Starting off with one of my favorites, the Summer Fridays Lip Butter Balm. I have vanilla, cherry, and sweet mint. I cannot for the life of me find where the vanilla beige one I have is, but I also love her. To me, this formula is the perfect hybrid between a balm and a gloss. It's not too thin, so it lasts a long time, and it's not overly glossy to where it just looks straight up like lip gloss. While I love these and the other colors they have, sweet mint is actually my favorite so far, simply because of the flavor, the scent, and the fact that it gives a tingle. Although it's a very light tingle, personally I would prefer if it was a little bit stronger, but she has risen to the top for me very, very quickly. This is what it looks like on my lips. Coming in at a close second are the RHODE Peptide Lip Treatments. I love these, but I specifically love the original formulas the most. I'm not a huge fan of the tinted ones. The reason I like the original ones the best is because I don't experience that grittiness that everyone's always talking about when it comes to these. I believe it's the shea butter solidifying, and it kind of feels like granules within the lip balm. I've experienced it with the tinted ones, but never with these. Now, I have seen people all over social media dip these into a cup of warm water to help melt it back down, but personally, I'm not a huge fan of doing that. Like, you shouldn't have to be doing that. At this point, they've come out with so many different ones, I have lost track of how many, but my personal favorite is the passion fruit one, which is such a travesty because this was limited edition and it's no longer available. Now, this one compared to the Summer Fridays one is definitely a lot more glossy. Consistency is a little bit more thin, it has more of a shine to it, and I personally really love this applicator. I even like it more than the Summer Fridays one. I know a lot of people love this kind of plasticky, soft applicator on the Summer Fridays, but I found that it's too big for my lips and it kind of gets everywhere. I love how tiny this one is. This is what the passion fruit one looks like on my lips. RHODE, if you're watching this, I'm begging you to bring this one back. Now, the third one I actually don't have in my possession anymore, but it's the Laneige Lip Sleeping Mask. It's the one that comes in the little tub. I absolutely despise this one, even though it's so popular. And the reason why is that I hate dipping into a pot. I know it comes with a little spatula, so you don't have to actually dip your fingers in there, but I lose stuff all the time. I just don't think it's that sanitary. It's also super, super thick because it is meant for sleeping. And because there's so much in the pot, I never finish it, therefore it goes rancid. However, we have the Glowy Lip Balm, and I am a fan of this. I remember buying this, it was at Downtown Disney. It was such a windy and cold day, and my lips were absolutely going through it. I had to take my ass to Downtown Disney and purchase one of these. This one has a very minimal tint. I think Glowy Balm is the perfect way to describe how this looks on the lips. So far, this is the thinnest texture, and I really love this now that I put this on. I haven't been using this as much lately because I've just been so obsessed with the other ones, but I think I'm gonna have to bring this out more often because I love how this feels, especially when compared to the lip sleeping mask, because I just cannot handle that one. All right, next we have some drugstore options. These are the MILANI lip oils, and I absolutely love these. There's honey fig, blackberry agave, and then this one is cranberry currant. I'm gonna put honey fig on. This one is my absolute favorite. I love the wand that it comes with. A really nice sheer color that you can build up. Has a really nice thin consistency. This one definitely leans more towards a lip gloss, but it is super thin. This is what it looks like on me. Very, very shiny. And it's really hard to describe. It feels very emollient on the lips, thin, but it also feels like a nice protective layer over your lips. So, so nice. Moving into high-end lip oil territory, we have the Gisou lip oil. This one went viral, and I'm not sure for what reason because I absolutely hate this. This feels like straight up oil on your lips. It also smells really weird. Yes, it's shiny, but the formula is also very thin, therefore it doesn't last a long time on your lips. I'm smelling the smell and I hate it. I want to take it off immediately. I'm convinced that this just went viral for the packaging because it's cute. I'll talk shit about this product until the day I die. And next is the luxury lip oil that I personally have not tried and I never will try. She gets honorable mention. I'm talking about the Dior lip oil. Listen, I'm sure it's good in some aspects, but I personally cannot get behind spending $40 on a lip oil. Although I will say she did pave the way for all these other lip products to come out. If you love it, that's great, power to you, but I personally cannot justify spending $40 and recommending that you spend $40 on a lip oil. However, okay, in my defense, this is actually $36, not $40. These are the Hourglass Phantom Glossy Bombs, and I hate how much I love these. This is just one of those products that you try and then you're just like, damn, it's good. First of all, there's a little color. Second of all, there's a little tingle. It's a little bit plumping. However, I do wish that the tingle was a little bit more. This one is in the shade Slip and I absolutely love it. I cannot stop wearing this. I love how glossy it is. I love how nourishing it is. The color isn't super opaque, nor was I expecting to be pretty opaque, but I love the payoff that it gives. It's just the perfect amount of color. However, my one gripe with this is that since it melts down so easily when it comes in contact with your lips, it kind of gets all over the applicator. applicator. Not applicator, but like the sides of the component. But that's a small price to pay for my lips looking this good. Now, even though this is described as a glossy balm, I do think we're moving away from lip balms and more into lip gloss. So definitely more glossy and shiny than these guys, and they definitely have more pigment. Apologies for the rustling, but after I finished using the Hourglass Phantom Glossy Balms, I was reminded of the Tarte Maracuja Juicy Lips, which also went viral a hot sec ago. This was not in my box originally because it was in my hate pile. I know the original formula has been out for quite some time, but they just launched the shimmer version. Everyone was going crazy for these on TikTok. Tarte posted some very beautiful videos of people applying this. However, it was in the sun and almost everyone had full, plump, and juicy lips. So imagine my surprise when I applied it and it looks like this.
What is that?
It only looks like that video when you're in direct sunlight, and let's be real, who is in direct sunlight all day long for it to look like that? Don't get me wrong, this is not that bad, but when you compare it to those original videos, it's nowhere close, which is where my gripe comes from. I will say the consistency is nice and there is a slight tingle, but I just can't get over the fact that this is just giving like 90s metallic lip. I'm not hating on the 90s metallic lip, but when it was advertised as like a full-on glitter shimmery lip, you catch my drift. I highly, highly, highly recommend that you just get the Phantom Glossy Balms instead. And last but not least, the YSL Candy Glaze lipsticks made viral by Miss Alex Earl. This was just one of those products that I was just like, no freaking way. It can't be good. It can't be good. It's just viral because Alex Earl was talking about it, but then I tried it and then I kept using it. It's like my hand was gravitating towards it every single time I did my makeup. Consistency is slightly thicker than the Hourglass Phantom Glossy Balm. I would say in terms of shininess, it looks pretty similar. These do not have a tingle. And for some reason, I actually do think this is worth the price tag. It's $39. Like I know this one and the Dior one are wildly different, but there's just something about this. I do think compared to the rest of the YSL makeup range, the lip products are some of the best items that they carry. I hate almost everything else that YSL comes out with. This one is just a conundrum to me. Also, I know it might have been hard trying to look at my lips and compare the glossiness slash shininess of all these products, so I'm gonna do it side by side for you guys. I'm gonna do some swatches on my arm. So this is what everything looks like. I really hope this was helpful and let me know which lip products you'll be trying.